Historically, the focus has probably been on options on futures, within the TT platform, but we're seeing an increased demand from our clients, particularly international customers, coming out of Asia more than anywhere, to be able to access the Cboe complex. People are trading those futures, they want to be able to trade the index options that go along with them. So we're delighted that we've been able to partner with Cboe to bring that now to market. So we should have that in testing right now and ready for customers to be trading early in 2025.
How has TT expanded its asset class coverage in 2024?
We're increasingly talking about multi-asset X. And the X is there because it's not just about the EMS, OMS execution of trades. It's about the data analytics. It's about the algo trading. It's about the surveillance, the entire package. So we've broadened the amount of asset classes that we're operating on. We've increased venues, ABEX, for example, more recently, the FMX venue, for example. But the real message with our customers is the X factor that TT now brings: data analytics, algos, and surveillance, alongside the EMS, OMS.
What major company developments have occurred since 2023?
First thing to acknowledge is the new members of the leadership team, Alun taking over futures and options. And, in some ways it may be dangerous to describe it, but Alun runs old TT, the futures and options business. Also expanding, brought Chris Heffernan on for the fixed income business. And of course, Justin Llewellyn-Jones came on in January as COO of the business, looking after all of our revenue generating activities. Now, beyond the team to take it forward for the next 5 years was further acquisitions. The one that in particular to focus on is ATEO. Many of the people listening will know the name ATEO from the clearing space, now TT Clearing, again under Alun's responsibilities in F&O, but that's broadened what we can do for the membership, not just EMS, OMS, but also the clearing activities in the futures and option space.
What's the new TT Accreditation Program?
We revamped all of our training modules with new videos and trainings. And we've taken a policy where the videos to train and learn are free, but accreditation, if you want a certification, which we see being very valuable for the individual traders and very important for the companies, then there is a fee associated with this. But this has been well received, as you know, from the recent release by the marketplace, saying finally there's some professional training where we can actually have a reference point, an accreditation, to understand what the capabilities are of particular traders.
You and I have talked in the past about how do we get new people into the market. 30 years ago, it was people who were runners on the floor, and that was their entrance into derivatives, into futures trading. Not the case now, but I think there are so many other opportunities to bring people in. Education is at the forefront of that, and I think we're really happy at TT to be partnering with everybody else in the industry on trying to bring that education to the forefront, encourage those new traders, people who might be big on crypto, who might be, big on options, getting them into the futures space as well. We think it's a really great place for us to help build this industry together.
What key trends are you observing in the futures and options markets?
If I can just start on where we were with options, we're seeing more sophisticated retail customers coming into this business. I think Walt mentioned this morning, it's happening in India, it's happening in the US, it's going to happen in other markets too. So we're seeing more and more people who traditionally might have been low-end retail, really now becoming a lot more sophisticated in the way that they trade and the tools that they need. And we see that being an increasing trend globally. A bit of a breakdown between asset classes. We've been very strong in energy futures trading in TT, but we're now moving much more into the intraday energy, the spot markets. We're seeing a lot of acceptance for what we're doing there, particularly in Europe. Finally, a breakdown between what was post-trade and what, currently is execution. So those big barriers that we had between the execution side with the exchanges and the clearing side with the clearing houses, those things are blurring as well. And we're seeing more and more of that workflow move its way from post-trade up onto the traders and brokers' desks. In a sense, across all of this, we're seeing a breakdown of that old niche product and things that need to be a little bit broader whether it's broader front to back through the life cycle, broader across the asset classes, or against the people with whom you're targeting.
What TT innovations are you excited about?
It might sound like a small thing, but at the moment, the way that for somebody doing execution-only business, you have to set up their risk in a fairly conservative way on the execution platform. But what's meant to be happening is those trades are meant to be claimed by the clearing brokers throughout the day. What we're putting in place are mechanisms so that when those trades get claimed, we can then go back into the execution platform, free up those risk limits that allows those brokers or traders to be able to do more business because the risk levels are going down as the trades get claimed away. So it's just one example of being able to integrate a product that we've had for 30 years with a product that we've had for 6 months to be able to bring benefit to both sides, reducing risk on the clearing side and enabling more trading on the execution side.
Well, even the CEOs will have a little bit of excitement. So in the plethora of offerings we've got here, the one that really excites me that is not normally associated, data and analytics. Bringing together the data that we have on our customers and exposing it to the classical TCA models is a game changer in my view. And it's available for all of our customers on our platform now. So please go look for it.